So I'm in Ogwen Valley. I've just come up from Glendana, going to Carneddau Eryri. I've planned a little loop in Carneddau today. I was going to go Carneddau Eryri, Carneddau Eryri, Carneddau Eryri, and then back down, but I might cut it short and just come down the side of Carneddau Eryri by the reservoir, because I've got here way later than I planned, and the daylight hours are limited, so we'll see how we get on. Don't look great so far, but apparently it's inversion conditions today, so I'm actually quite excited to maybe have a cloud inversion on the top, so we'll see what happens. This is so incredible. Just look at it. I could look at it all day. So incredible. So I feel like, if I remember rightly, Carneddau Eryri has that shelter and then one there. So I'm on Dabith. As for if I'm on the true summit, I think I'm a little bit below it, but I'm on Dabith. I'm going to go to Llywelyn, but I'm not sure whether I'll be doing Carneddau Eryri just because of the daylight hours. It's already 1:45. That's how long I've spent just mucking around looking at the views. Because I left my car at like 10:30. Got to the top of Carneddau Eryri at like 12:20, something like that. But yeah, it was pretty slippy on the way up, so I had to go quite slowly. But yeah, I've just spent so long up here just admiring all the views, sitting in the shelter, etc., taking loads of pictures. It's already 1:45. Sunset's 4:30 today, and so you've got your twilight for a bit. I've got my head. Oh, have I got my head torch? There you go, decision made, not Carneddau Eryri. I know exactly where my head torch is. It's on my car seat in the front, the passenger seat. I've got my handheld torch, but that's going to be a pain, having to hold it by hand while I'm... Decision made. We'll cut down the side of Carneddau Eryri and come back up on the reservoir, and if it goes dark, it probably won't, because I don't think it's going to take me more than 2.5 hours to get to, nearly 3 hours to get to the reservoir, but if it does, if the worst happens, at least I'm on a flat surface, so I can hold my handheld torch and not be like tripping over, and I'll put these poles away. So yeah, because walking on the A5 in the dark, not a big deal. Walking on a reservoir service road in the dark, a bit creepy, but it's not the end of the world. But walking on what you can see underneath my feet, trying to hold a handheld torch, because I left my sodding head torch in the car. Whoa, when my coordination is terrible at the best times, I'm dyspraxic. That's just asking for trouble. So cool. Is that Llywelyn? I think that's Llywelyn. Lost my bearings a bit. And you know, I've been up here dozens of times. I've never realised this shelter's got like that bit and that bit. How on earth did I not realise that? Yeah, funny story. This is how unobservant I am. Hence I get lost a lot. I don't pay attention to what's going on around me at all. I went to Bangor University for my undergrad. So the accommodation site I lived on in my first year is right up in Upper Bangor. This is Bangor Gwynedd in North Wales, not Bangor Northern Ireland. Like I need to clarify. And it's the accommodation site I was on, right up in the top of Upper Bangor, and you can see from my accommodation that I lived in for a year and returned to for various things the whole 3 years I was there, you can see the mountains. I'm pretty sure it's the Glitterite, but it could be the Carneddau now. Feel free to connect me, but you can see the mountains, right? How on earth I didn't realise for 3 years that you could see them, I don't know. I was clearly too busy getting drunk. Maybe I was never sober. I'm going to have to get moving because I've got my head torch, but I just can't stop staring at it. Yeah, I'm incredibly unobservant, incredibly vacant is how I like to put it, and incredibly distractible. I get moving because I cannot be up here with a torch. Top of the world right now, as cheesy as that sounds. I never know what to do in photos. Off to towards Carneddau Eryri now. Because I've opened my head torch in the car, I'm going to skip the summit of it. There's a little path that kind of skirts down it. For lack of a better way of putting it, it doesn't go to the summit, it kind of goes along the side and then drops down to a reservoir, and then you go back along the reservoir track back onto the A5. I'm going to do that. So, I mean, I've been on Carneddau Eryri before, and in all fairness, if it's in the cloud, which it seems like it is, because I've got to drop a couple of 100 metres now to get to it, ish anyway, it will be slippy as hell, and it's a scramble. Some of it is anyway. The last time I did it, it was snowing, but I did have crampons on, so I had some good grip. But if it's slippy and that, it'll take me ages. So here we are. It looks like I'm just dropping off into nothing. That's pretty scary. Off we go. Found my way finally down to this road that goes from the reservoir back to the A5. I've been in the cloud for a while, that's why I haven't filmed anything from going across to Carneddau Eryri onwards, because it just descended and then everything was really slippy. I couldn't see what was in front of me. So I asked for it. I knew there'd be fog today, but I wanted to get above the cloud for the inversion, so enjoyed that. But yeah, I look like the scar-smeared mess right now. Just, you know, that drizzle when you're in the cloud. But panic over, we are on the reservoir road, and I just looked at the map and my heart has dropped because, my god, this goes on for a while before you even get to the A5, and then I've got quite a trek up the A5 back to my car, so yeah, oh, this is going to be fun. Found my way back to the A5 in one piece. It's going to be a dull walk back to my car down here, so I don't think I'm going to film anymore. But yeah, this has been I don't feel like I can turn this torch on because it's like 100,000 lumens or something stupid, and I don't want to like blind an oncoming car, so it's pretty dark. See if I can get... No, there's a car behind now. But I can see fine. I know you won't be able to see anything on the camera, but I can see fine. So, yeah. Well, that was an interesting one. It was definitely worth it, the cloud inversion. But that route in general, cloud inversion aside, I'd probably allow yourself like 8 hours for it, just in case. I wouldn't, you know, give yourself 6 hours of daylight to work with. That's really not a good idea, because I only just made it back to the main road in those 6 hours of daylight. So, well, it's actually now nearly 5. So yeah, anyway. Highly recommend for clouds, highly don't recommend to do that with not enough daylight.